Welcome to PurpleDS. Today's idea is to quickly introduce you to PurpleDS ACM. ACM is our autonomous content management module, which is currently under development, which should be launched somewhere end of year 2019, beginning of 2020. The background of ACM is that we can see and got all these information and feedback from our current clients and publishers that the content world has changed quite heavily. So the demanding for publishers are bigger than ever. So as a publisher, you have to cope with topics like SEO optimization, clickbites, social media like Facebook, Twitter. So your customers currently are paying more money into influencers than paying you for content. Bloggers as a direct competition to original, let's say, original publishers. So all these topics which are now more than ever demanding the publishing industry, we see that we can help there. A couple of years back, the publisher or the editor was clearly focusing on research and content creation. Today, he needs to take over tasks like SEO, finding the right channels, finding the right timings, checking different content for different devices. So all these tasks which comes additionally on top of his daily agenda instead of focusing on research and content creation. We believe that all these additional tasks can be done by an engine more efficient and with a better performance than a human being can do that. So the idea of the ACM from PurpleDS, so the idea of our autonomous content management module and product, is clearly to help editors to free time so that they can get back to their, let's say, original work in researching and content creation. Our AI module is not robo-journalism. It is more taking over all these additional tasks which an engine anyhow can do better. Our model works as follows. In the middle, let's say this is our brain. The importance is that the brain will be fed from your data, from the publisher's data, means the content as well as the analytics. So it's quite important that our module is attached quite deeply into your system, into your data, into your content. It's only a plugin, so it's not a big issue to implement that, but it lives and it works and it makes you better only if it gets your data and your content, your analytics. On top of that, of course, we are using all existing third-party APIs, which we think makes our engine better. So we are not inventing the wheel from scratch. So we are taking what is at the market, combining that with our intelligence, with our LDA models, our algorithms, our topic learning, and combining all that, of course, based on your content as well as on your data. As said in the beginning, currently we are in the final, let's say, beta phase of our product, currently testing with a couple of publishers. And in the first phase, we will see discovery, creation, publishing, and performance. In the discovery, we will focus on seasonal topic recommendations, as well as hot topic related content creation. In the creation, we will help to optimize the content by recommending keywords, by checking the density of the keywords, by checking sentiments of your text, by helping you backlinking, very important. In the publishing, we will focus on optimize this backlinking and repair broken backlinks. So it's far better to do that by an engine to check on all your back and old content regularly if the content still has proper backlinks. And on the performance side, of course, we will provide analytics and see how could the content which we then will publish together with you in the market, is this content more performant than if you wouldn't have used our tool. So coming back to the discovery of the content, so seasonal topics, and let's jump into the tool for a quick glance. Important is to say we use LDA, means unsupervised topic learning without, let's say, knowing or determining the hierarchy, right? So this is important. The output, which we then use all these data, so the example which you will see in a second is we put in about 40,000 articles from an American news publisher, and based on that, we our modeling was learning and was generating, like, say, a model like this, where he has the importance of different topics, the most topic, 30 most salient terms, and so on and so forth. So all based on the LDA, so unsupervised topic learning, which I just mentioned. If you now jump into the tool and have this as a background, so your content, your analytics, our modeling, LDA, all the external APIs which we can get into our tool, which we think fits well to our purpose, are included in our modeling. If you jump into the tool itself, you will find a tool which we call ACM, as mentioned in the beginning, where you have seasonal topics, hot topics, and of course the article editor. This is a plugin. It is built as a plugin. Currently I show you that tool as a standalone tool in a browser. However, this tool is built as a plugin, so can be plugged in any CMS, so in any existing CMS. So if you want to work in your CMS, so your editorial staff is working in your CMS, in your editor, of course this plugin can be plugged in directly into this editor so that the editorial staff don't have to jump between tools. So going back to one of the first steps in the publishing chain, discovering topics. So based on the model I showed you a couple of seconds ago, and based on that we put in here 40,000 articles and the related analytics, we can see now here in 3 months time there are some upcoming topics. One topic which is quite interesting is the first one. There's in October, there's a very hot topic which has a topic, let's say a topic building idea of baseball, Yankees, Mets game and season. If you jump into that topic, which is a hot one in October, you can see here the seasonality. And you see clearly here in the seasonality of keywords that this topic, baseball and Yankees, have two big peaks. One in the beginning of the year, April, and one very hot one in October. That is, the season starts and the season ends. As this publisher, where we took the content from, is a New York-based publisher, of course the Yankees keyword is a extremely hot one, because it's end of season and the engine recommends you, hey, end of season, it would be good that you think already now to write something about Yankees when October comes soon. Related to these keywords, you find already related content as a first glance. So he's showing you, the engine is showing you which content you already have in your CMS so that you can get a first reading through that. So if you are satisfied, you have a keyword extracted, you have seasonality of keywords, so this is internally based, the first diagram is internally based on your content and your analytics. The second diagram is the market, so everything around which Google does have. So that's the external APIs which we plugged in, so you can compare and check which other keywords might be of interest in this respective time frame, like October 2019. So if you have read a little content to get a good base, if you have understood your keywords you could use, you can start writing the article. So if you then jump over to the article editor, and as said before, this can be plugged into your CMS, into your editor. So it's not a standalone tool, it's just shown currently as a standalone tool. Let's assume I then wrote an article about baseball. Let's quickly check what I have in the CMS. And here's one of the articles I already have in the CMS. So let's assume this is an article I have written based on the keywords the engine has recommended me. I wrote this article. Now you can already see the first results on the right hand side. So the topic coverage means the keyword coverage is already 60%. So the engine tells me here and helps me with a little bit gamification how good my coverage is of the topic. You see here that we have pictures included, that we have several entities included. So you can see here the whole topic is around New York. You can see the word count, of course, the number of images I've included. You have some bigger entities which are important. You can read related articles which fits to the content I just wrote, or related articles to the keywords the engine recommended. So all that you see already here. Then a very nice thing which we put in is the link optimizer. So currently we do that manually. In a later stage we can do that automatically, that he's checking how big the paragraphs is and what is the recommendation of how many links you should have per paragraph. Currently I say I would like to have two links per paragraph. I tell him, hey, optimize my content, and he is now recommending me nice and good backlinks which I can then use based on articles I already have in the CMS. Always the idea to retain my readers longer in my website. So he's currently working. We can see this is the article I wrote. Overall, quite happy. The sentiment is okay. Could be better, but it's still fine. And now, if the link optimizer is through, you will see the result of the recommended links, backlinks. The same as with Amazon products. So we connected here the Amazon engine so that we can recommend products in your content. So he's the same what he does with the links. He can now also highlight words which fits perfectly to affiliate links in Amazon. But going back to the link optimizer, you can see here he's already recommending a couple of nice backlinks and has highlighted different words. So if we go in here, for instance, in let's say players, you see that highlighted blue. I click on the blue. He's telling me which articles he has identified based again on algorithms which would fit quite nicely based on, for instance, retention duration, how many people have read that, and how good it fits to my overall content now. He told me this could be a nice article, so I just select that and choose the link. So you see here, now it's not blue any longer, it's orange, means I have put in a link. I can do that with all these different recommended backlinks. Visiting team, he has a couple of ideas, and so on and so forth. Baseball, probably I linked that as well, analyzing baseball as brain science. Here we go. So we have linked that through, and now we can publish. The interesting thing with the backlink, probably last but not least, is that we can repair the backlinks. So the engine can, repairing the backlinks constantly. So if there are broken backlinks in your content, in your back content, the engine can repair these links constantly. The same is for the publishing. We can include the engine. So the engine is doing A/B testing with backlinks. So it might be that you have a target group, an audience, the millennials, for example. For them, there are backlinks which fits better, which retain them in your content longer than other backlinks. So the engine can actually do for you different backlinkings based on A/B testing and publishing differently content with different backlinks. So that's the nice thing in having a link optimizer. The first thing is you don't have to take care about your back content. And the other thing is you don't have to put effort in to finding the right backlinks for the right target groups based on analytics. This is the engine doing. So this is just a quick glance on where we are today. As said before and shown here in the slides, very important content discovery, creation, helping you with backlinks, of course, with affiliate links, with keyword, some gamification with how good is the sentiment, how good is your keyword coverage, and then especially the automation concerning backlinks as well as affiliate links. So this is where we are today. We have far more ideas what could make the ACM module even greater, but this is the status today. As said, we will be launching our product end of 2019, beginning 2020. So I really hope it gave you a first good glance, and should you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. We are happy to explain you more, showcase you more, or even start a pilot with your content and your analytics. Thanks for listening.